Again, the most significant factors affecting your credit score is your credit history plus your balance owed. Together, these make up 65% of your credit score. There are 5 ways to improve these areas. 1. You can remove negative, inaccurate, and unverifiable data from your credit report. This is the most difficult part to achieve. However, thankfully, this is one of the areas of focus at Southern Credit Partners. 2. You can pay down your debt if that's affordable to you. Southern Credit Partners works on debt negotiation and settlement, working with you and your creditors to negotiate down large balances into small balances. Debt settlement companies usually charge a large fee or percentage of your debt for this type of work. It's all included at Southern Credit Partners. 3. Increase your credit limits with your existing lenders if you have good enough credit where they might increase your limit. They can even do that over the phone if you qualify. 4. You can add new lines of credit, which might be easy if you have good credit, but if you have less than good credit, you may be turned down or charged exorbitant interest rates and application fees upwards of $350 up front, and even deposits and monthly fees on top of that thereafter. This is another area we know the proper lines of credit when your bankers and credit cards will not. There are ways to gain unsecured credit lines of $5,000 to $10,000 and more, even with poor credit scores and no credit scores. This is another way we help you at SouthernCreditPartners.com. Of course, the most important part is to pay your current monthly bills on time, or all the improvements made most likely will be reversed. Credit improvement is more than just removing negative items. In fact, if you remove all negative items and then have no open lines of credit, your score will become a 0. And specifically for FHA loan purposes, having open lines of credit is crucial. You'll need 3 open, active lines of credit for FHA approval. If you don't have 3 open lines of credit showing on your credit report, there are alternative lines of credit that can be shown as a substitute. However, this is not always sufficient. Opening new lines of credit as soon as possible is key to FHA approval and for your credit score to improve for whatever goals you have. To add new lines of credit, there is one company that you can get a $5,000 to $10,000 line of credit with no credit check or income check. This can increase your score 100 to 600 points depending on what your starting score is. This might be the only step you'll need to take to meet the FHA score requirements. This trade line charges 0% interest. Start this trade line now, because the longer you have this reporting on your credit report, the better your score becomes. Go to www.southernCreditPartners.com/linesofcredit.html. This will be one of the most important steps you take to meet your goals. Positive lines of credit is a major requirement, as is your credit score, both of which should be accomplished through this step. Here are some examples of new lines of credit added and how it appears on your credit report. This client who added new lines of credit experienced an increase of 150 points in only a few months. Since this step will improve your score more and more with each month it is reported. Don't delay, start today. Start online 24 hours a day or over the phone with one of our representatives between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Saturday. We look forward to helping you towards your goals.